writing. Give it a try. How would you create that effect? What would be the best way? How do you think you'd be able to create that, even if it's your name? Your name is being written. How would you do that on the stage? So I'll give you maybe 15 minutes. See how you guys get along with that. Actually, I have another example. So this time I have like a paintbrush that follows it. I'd ignore the grass on that. So how is that? So once again, there's like a pen or a brush that follows the text, so you're scribing it.
Yeah, I like to picture this frame by frame. I mean, I'm trying to, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking there's some way to do it
You could do it with the mask,
with maps.
but even then, I mean, just to follow it, it may be more difficult. I mean, you could probably do with a mask, but a frame-by-frame animation is going to be the best approach.
Right.
So yes, I'd like to see if you guys can tackle that. See if you could do that on a frame-by-frame basis, even if it's just 1 or 2 letters. So how do you create that text format? So I'm going to put some text on. Say I'll just have R, my initials. So let's say that's going to be 200, and I'm going to put R. Let's try again. R. It's going to be kind of a red color. So I'm going to change this color to red. Let's have a different font. So more of a, not the right font there. Let's go for, that. So I'm going to take this font now. I'm going to do Control B to break it. Control B, Control B. So I've broken it apart. And now I'm going to start by creating a new keyframe. So right click, insert keyframe, and I'm going to take the eraser and I'm going to erase a big chunk of it. Insert keyframe. Let's just do a quick, I'll do a big chunk of it. And obviously you may want it to be smoother. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. And you keep doing this. Let's take it there. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. Let's just get rid of all this. It's not going to be that smooth because I am taking a big chunk of it. And then I'm going to have at the end, insert keyframe. Insert keyframe. I'm going to keep doing that. Insert keyframe. And finally, insert keyframe. Get rid of all of it. Now if we play this, you can see it's coming out, but it's going the other way. So what we have to now do is we have to reverse these keyframes. So we now select the frames, right click, and they should be reverse frames. I'm going to select reverse frames. Now if we play it, you can see it's giving you the effect that it's being scribed or written. So now what I would do in addition to that, I would create another layer, and I'll just call this the pen, and I'll have an insert keyframe, and I'll actually just create a pen here on this layer. You know, something fairly simple. Get rid of that. So I'll make this a black, or maybe something dark. Now I'm going to have this as a free transform, kind of rotate it, and I'll put that on the wrong frame. So I'm going to Control X and paste it here. So now I'm going to do right click, insert keyframe. Just get rid of all these frames for the sake of it. Remove frames. Now I'm going to say right click, insert keyframe. So where did it start off? So it's coming down. So now I'm going to have this kind of follow it. So I'm now going to do insert keyframe again. Of course it's not smooth because I really chopped it with big chunks. Generally it should have been fewer erasing. So insert keyframe again. So I'm just going to move it down. And when you're doing that, you can also have this kind of rotate. Kind of move it so it's not just starting in that sense. So insert keyframe again. It's going to come down here. Insert keyframe and say rotate a bit. So now actually right here we could say insert keyframe. So it's not going to appear great because I should have had a blank. So suddenly the pen's going to switch dramatically instantly. So it's not going to give a great flow. So now once again it's going to come down here. So I could have it here. So insert keyframe, keep going around. Oops. Insert keyframe. And it doesn't take that long to do this. It's a simple effect. Insert keyframe again. Insert keyframe, nearly done. Insert keyframe and finally. So now if we were to kind of play that, really easy to do. So simple effect. Simple effect.